Everybody to the monthly Town of Milton Board meeting. Today is April 27th, 2022. I'd like to get the meeting started with the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilman Polish.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Jackson.
Present.
Councilman Polish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Present.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Present.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Present. A motion to accept the minutes from the March 23rd of 2022 meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Polish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. First on the agenda this evening is public comment. Public comment for the first segment will be the agenda items only. Anyone for public comment? Hearing none, we'll move on. First resolution, resolution number 33 of 2022, resolution to set and establish reporting of a list of each employer title for every elected and appointed official who is a member of the New York State and local retirement system. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board, Town of Milton, in regular session duly conveyed does hereby establish the following as standard work days for the listed elected and appointed officials, and will report the following day's work to the New York State and local employees retirement system based on records of activities maintained and submitted by these officials to the clerk of the board. Motion for resolution number 33.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Polish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next resolution number 34 of 2022. Resolution to declare equipment obsolete and outdated and no longer needed for town purposes. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board does hereby declare the electronic devices and other miscellaneous equipment on the attached list to be obsolete, outdated, and of little or no value and no longer needed or suitable for town purposes, and directs that said devices and items be properly disposed of as directed by the town supervisor in accordance with the town code and state law. Motion for resolution number 34.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Polish.
Yes.
Yes. Councilwoman Kerr. Kerr.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Councilman Blaisdell.
I can't do two at the same time.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes.
I know you always run behind me.
Next resolution number 35. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of payments to the building department by way of credit card, debit card, and/or e-check. Resolved that the building department is authorized to put in place and request mechanisms and processes to obtain the equipment and programs necessary to accomplish such. Motion for resolution number 35.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Polish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, resolution 36 of 2022. Resolution to appoint a principal account clerk in the town comptroller's office. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby appoints and hires Sarah B. Kelly of 1180 Laurel Lane in Milton, New York, 12020, to the position of a grade 6, step 0, principal account clerk for the town of Milton in the comptroller's office effective April 25th of 2022 at an hourly rate of $23.73 per hour, part-time for 25 hours per week, with a specific hourly schedule to be determined by the town comptroller. and with benefits limited to only those that are provided for the town's personnel policy, if any, and was said to hire to be conditioned on a 6-month probationary period wherein his or her performance is and remains acceptable to the town board pursuant to the town policy. Motion for resolution number 36.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Oxton,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, resolution number 37 of 2022. Resolution to appoint part-time clerk in the town assessor's office. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board hereby appoints and hires Yvonne Bayer Teal of 76 Deer Run, Ballston Spa, New York, 12020 to the position of a part-time clerk for the town of Milton's assessor's office effective April 4th of 2022 at an hourly rate of $20 per hour part-time for 20 hours per week, with their specific hourly schedule to be determined by the town assessor/department head, and with benefits limited to those as are provided for by the town's personnel policy, if any, and with said hire to be conditioned on a 6-month probationary period wherein the performance is and remains acceptable to the town board and pursuant to the town's policy. Motion for resolution number 37.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Oxton,
Yes.
Councilman Froelich,
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next is going to be a motion to accept the resignation of Karen Stalters, which will be effective on April 15th of 2022, and I have a letter dated March 29th of 2022. Their Supervisor Ostrander and Town Board is with a very heavy heart that I write this letter. I have loved sharing the history of our town with you and all nearly for the past 4 years. I have to resign from the position of historian, even though I don't really want to. I have a bunch of physical issues and have been slowly getting worse, and I don't feel I can be as effective as someone else in this position. I need to take care of myself right now as functioning on a day-to-day basis and have been quite the struggle despite physical therapy and some other modalities that I am doing. It is also likely that I'll be facing 2 major surgeries in the near future, which will also entail long recoveries. I have the added stress of being my mother's primary caregiver, and her physical needs have been increasing as well. My health and my mom have to be my priorities right now. As I also serve as a chairman for the historic structures and committee places, I am resigning from those also. I have served on this committee for probably 20 years now, and I will miss it. This committee has been the heart and soul of preserving and celebrating the heritage of our town. My resignation can give someone in our community a really nice opportunity to serve the town as a town historian. There are many historian-minded folks out there locally, and I hope they have the same passion for local history as I do. I have truly enjoyed serving the town in this capacity, and it was always a dream of mine to be the historian. Please accept my resignation with this last day on the roll to be April 15th of 2022. Thank you very much for having me and giving me this wonderful opportunity. Sincerely, Karen Stalters. I also have a letter dated from Karen, April 15th of 2022. Dear Supervisor Ostrander and Town Board, I'd like to recommend Michael Companion for the position of Town Historian. He is very involved in the history of our area, and I feel he would be a good candidate for the position. He lives in West Milton and is a teacher at Shenandoah High School and will be retiring in the next year or so. As the hours can be very flexible, he feels he can work with that until he retires. He is also on the county commission for the America 250 celebration coming up and is involved in several Revolutionary War reenactment groups as well. He also was a member of the Town Historic Structures and Places Committee for a few years when Roy Ian Blodgett was the historian. I have several conversations regarding what the job entails, and I think he will be an asset to our town. Karen Stalters. Motion to accept Karen Stalters' resignation from the town historian.
I'll make that motion with regret. I think we've been very fortunate with our
all the historians I've known since I've been here and active in the town, and Karen has certainly filled those shoes for the last few years. We're gonna miss her.
I will second that.
Any discussion? Councilman Isakson.
Yes, with regret.
Councilman Frolich. Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, also with regrets. Next, resolution number 38 of 2022. Resolution to appoint Mike Companion as the town historian. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board hereby appoints and hires Michael Companion of 121 West Milton Road, Ballston Spa, New York, 12020, to the position of Town of Milton Historian effective May 2nd of 2022 at a salary set forth in the 2022 budget, with office hours to be determined and with benefits limited to those as are provided for by the town personnel's policy, if any, and with said hire to be conditioned on a 6-month probationary period wherein his performance and remains acceptable to the town board and pursuant to the town's policy. Motion for resolution number 38.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any discussion?
Just that, I know Roy Ann left big shoes to fill. Karen filled them admirably. She leaves bigger shoes to fill, so I hope Michael understands what he's getting into. She actually raised the bar to
We
a higher
were
level.
very fortunate.
All right. Councilman Isakson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, resolution number 39 of 2022. Resolution to approve the revisions to the town fee schedules. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby approves and revised fee schedule, amending the same to include a flat fee of $100 per lot line adjustment as set forth on the attached revised fee schedule, which is hereby adopted and shall take effect immediately. Motion for resolution 39, please.
So moved.
Second.
Is that Ryan or?
Yes.
Yes, Brian.
Any discussion? Councilman Isakson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, resolution number 40 of 2022. Resolution to enter in a contract for a director of economic planning. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board is hereby authorized and agreed to consent to ratify allowing the town supervisor to enter into a contract with John E. Olenek as the director of economic planning of 3 Van Tassel Lane, Ballston Spa, New York, 12020, and further hereby authorizes the town supervisor to sign said contract and execute all needed and necessary documents, a complete of which contract is attached hereto and made a part thereof. Motion for resolution number 40.
I'll make that motion.
I can second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isakson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to develop a request for proposal of engineering services to evaluate town infrastructure in accordance with the provisions appropriations for the purpose in the 2022 adopted budget.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Any discussion? Councilman Isakson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to accept the resignation of Charles Wolf, effective April 29th of 2022. Resignation letter submitted on April 18th of 2022 to his boss, Anthony Anderson. Dear Anthony, this letter serves as 2-week notice of my resignation. My final days at Buildings and Grounds will be on 4/29 of 2022. The decision has been not as easy as I as I was I was offered a new position in the field which I have worked before, but in a new area, and I have been wanting to go for many years. It has been a pleasure to work in the town of Milton, and I appreciate the opportunity everyone has given me in this role in order to improve my skills and experience. I will continue to provide support to the town and my colleagues until my final day. If there's anything else I can do to make sure this transition goes smoothly, please do not hesitate and let me know. Sincerely, Charles Wolf. Motion to accept Charles Wolf's resignation.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to accept the resignation of Eric Smasnow from the Open Space Committee effective April 20th of 2022. Letter dated 4/21/22. Dear Supervisor Ostrander, Committee Chair, Board Member Frank Blaisdell, and Town Mountain Board, as of today, April 20th of 2022. If you please, I would like to resign from the Open Space Committee. I wish nothing but great success for them and their projects in the future. Sincerely, Eric Smasnow. Motion to accept Eric Smasnow's resignation.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to advertise for a building and maintenance worker for the Buildings and Grounds Department.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to advertise for camp counselors for the summer camp recreation program.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to authorize the town to prepare and advertise for an audio-visual bid specifications for the town's meeting room and to be finalized by Councilman Froelich and William Lewis, the building inspector.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
If I could, the specifications have been prepared. We're pretty close to putting it up to bid.
Okay.
I think Dave's just gotta go over
I think I saw them today, sent them out today.
yeah.
Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to send the Budget Committee and pertinent town officials to the 22nd Annual Town Finance School, co-sponsored by the Association of Towns and the New York State Office of State Comptroller's Office on May 16th and 17th of 2022.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to approve the request from Laura Minsky, the sole assessor, to attend the Cornell Seminar on Appraising in Ithaca, New York from July 17th to July 20th of 2022 with total cost not to exceed $902.
I'll make that motion, with the restriction that we follow the handbook, section 38-30, that she used her personal vehicle and is reimbursed according to our organizational meeting at the federal standard of 58.5 cents per mile.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
We just bought a, what is that, an Equinox?
Mhm.
I thought part of our reasoning for buying that was so town employees could use it to go to schools.
No, it was for the building department, and I talked to Jim about this, and it's not a good idea to cross department lines, and that's what our handbooks, well, didn't we talk about it earlier? Using the town vehicle because of the liability and so on.
I think the town board's either gotta establish that the employees that go to these seminars, they either take town vehicles or take their own vehicles. I mean, I'm not really sure what the difference might be, Jim, is there a difference? Insurance purposes wise, or?
As long as we cleared it with our insurance carrier, you're free to make that determination.
We'll change our handbook, but as it sits right now, it's you use your personal vehicle. And you know, maybe we have to look into purchasing I mean, that car was purchased for the building department.
Well, they're gonna,
If they don't need it for 3 or 4 days, you know, let's look at maybe getting something for this use.
well, they're cross-using that with the assessors department.
Well, my recommendation is gonna be in the next budget that the town purchases a car exactly for these situations. So the town can purchase the vehicle, it can stay in our parking lot. If anybody needs to go to school, then they can take the car, that's what it'll be designated for.
Councilman Isaacson.
Did we have a second?
Sorry.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kirk.
Yes,
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to approve the Rock City Falls Fire Department to use the Park and Ride parking lot on Saturday, June 4th of 2022, the rain date of Sunday, June 5th, 2022, for a car show as the fire department's fundraiser.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
I abstain.
Councilwoman Kirk.
yes,
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, a motion to approve William Wade to buy out 40 hours of vacation time.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Frolich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kirk.
yes,
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next, correspondence. I received 4 letters. The first one is advising of the Memorial Day Parade in the Village of Ballston Spa, which will be held on Saturday, May 28th. The second is a letter from the Bottle Museum. Dear Supervisor Ostrander, the Bottle Museum thanks you for the town's generous donation that supports as assisted in many improvements inside and outside of the museum for the past year. If you haven't done so, please accept. Again, thank you, Ellie Dillon. The next, dated April 15th of 2022. It's a building and zoning, which they've already addressed a problem in reference to a variance on Huntington Way for mailbox kiosks that the town is working with the builder to put up. And the last one is dated April 8th of 2022. Dear Supervisor Ostrander, Town Board, on behalf of Gateway House of Peace of Directors, thank you for the generous $3,000 grant to our home. Providing comfort and care for families in our community is only possible with the support of wonderful neighbors like you and friends. Thank you for helping us and continue touching the lives when it's needed. Sincerely, Patty Beach. Next is the monthly reports, animal control. The total number of calls was 124. We had 6 bite cases. 2 dangerous dog hearings, he seized 1 animal, 12 unlicensed dogs, 6 tickets for running at large, 1 nuisance, bringing the total of cases to 19. Respectfully submitted, Dave Brzezinski, the Animal Control Officer. Next, Building Department.
That me?
That's
I
you.
thought I was buildings and grounds. Hold up.
I can do it, John.
Okay.
Building Department report for March 2022. Dear Supervisor Osher and Town Board, during the month of March, the Building Department processed 26 building permits and collected $18,825.20 in building permit fees. We completed 113 construction inspections, 31 fire safety inspections, and responded to 16 code enforcement complaints. A total of 10 certificate of occupancy, 7 certificates of compliance being issued. We also collected $1,250 in planning fees and $500 in zoning fees. Respectfully submitted, Building Inspector William Lewis. Buildings and Grounds.
That is a
Buildings and Grounds. During the month of March, we have completed the following tasks: snow removal on town property and parks, daily cleaning and disinfecting of the community center and court and town hall, perform maintenance on equipment for upcoming season, stripping and waxing of the community center floors, repainting community center, repairing and replacing all emergency lighting, fixed the blue building from damage, assisted the seniors, completed repairs to broken banister at town hall, completed various work orders at town hall, began cleaning and beautification at the town hall, inspected equipment for upcoming season on all lawn mowers, etc., began cleanup and beautification at Burgess Kimball Park, repaired vandalism at Burgess Kimball Park, ordered materials to repair damages to the park, contacting various contractors to complete upcoming projects, ordered supplies and materials for town hall and prep pavilion for summer camp. The Comptroller's budget versus actual report has been filed with the board and can also be viewed online. Next, the Highway Department.
I'll do this one. Highway Department has started their spring cleanup of brush and yard debris. Town residents can leave their yard debris curbside until spring cleanup ends on May 15th. After May 15th, items must be placed in biodegradable paper bags or barrels labeled yard debris. There is no regular or scheduled pickups after May 15th, so we urge residents to use our transfer station. The transfer station is open Monday through Thursday from 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 until 1. We'll begin May 7th. Respectfully submitted, Town Highway.
Next will be the historian report. Brian, would you read that? Thank you.
It is with great sadness that I had to resign from this position. I love history and I love serving the public. So I am watching this meeting via Zoom because I don't want to cry. I also continue to document the COVID-19 pandemic. The county COVID dashboard, as of Thursday, March 12th, our county currently had 177 active cases. The town of Milton total cases are now 3,376, and the village of Boston Spa has a total number of 1,020 cases. There are currently 10 people hospitalized. Sadly, there have been 6 deaths over the past month in our county, which is a big decrease. The next Historic Structures and Places Committee will meet on Thursday, May 5th at Town Hall at 6:30 p.m. Anyone interested in our local history is welcome to attend. We would love to have more folks join us. We will talk about some cemetery issues, the annual Heritage Award, and the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War celebration, with hopes to create a town celebration committee sometime in 2022. Early in March, I received some personal artifacts from Ken Kesselring's family to add to our collection. I have contacted the Kesselring site to see if they want any of these items, and I haven't heard back yet from them. I was also called by the Stomping Ground Camps director about some items that they have found in the walls of the White House. as it was known when it was Boyhaven. I went to the camp to see what they had found. The house was the original Frink house built around 1820. What was found was a letter from 1820 and some other documents from 1844 when there was an insurance claim due to a boiler fire at the mill. There was also a woman's shoe that was found between the walls as well. In the 1800s, putting one's shoe like this between the wall was common practice to bring good luck and to ward off evil spirits. The director, along with the help from John Munter, was restoring the Frink house. If you would like to donate money to help defray some of the costs, there is a website you can contribute to. You can find it on the camp's website. The Saratoga County History Roundtable is having in-person meetings now that they are also broadcasted on Facebook Live. Feel free to attend the programs. They are usually well advertised in the newspaper and on the Brookside Facebook page. The next event will be held on May 3rd, 2022, and it is the premiere of the Forgotten Crossroads Rock City Falls video that I was working hard on last summer. It is currently sold out, but there will be another showing at the Rock City Falls Firehouse in the near future. A date has not been determined. Brookside winter hours are Saturday and Sunday 12 to 4. Go to Brookside's website to get the most updated information about upcoming events. In case you missed it, the county historian, Lauren Roberts, did a presentation in March at Brookside on the 130 years of history of the county poorhouse. You can watch it now on YouTube. Respectfully submitted, Karen Stalters, town historian.
Thank you, Vern. Next, town clerk.
All right, for the month of March, we had 5 marriages, 6 certified marriage certificates, 69 certified death certificates, 6 FOIL and search of records, 149 dog licensing, 37 online dog licensing, 5 hunting and fishing license, and 2 pavilion and community center rentals. The town share was $4,052.45. Sincerely, Brenda Howe.
Thank you, Vern. Next, town tax collector, Lisa. He's just talking to it. Is it on, Lisa?
No, not turn it on. I see green light. It's on.
Yeah, you just gotta speak into the mic.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you Supervisor Ostrander and Town Board. The 2022 tax collection season has ended and my tax collection warrant has expired. The tax office collected a total of $7,833,710.73, which includes $8,160.59 in penalties and second notice fees. I've paid a total of $2,726,677.63 to the town of Milton, as directed by the 2022 tax warrant, along with $8,160.59 in penalties, $388 in second notice fees, and $318.07 in refund checks that weren't cashed due to the result of the 2021 executive order number 202.92 issued by the then Governor Cuomo, wherein he waived 21 days of tax benefits. Any taxpayer that is still in need of making a payment of their 2022 property taxes may do so through the Saratoga County Treasurer's Office, and they can contact them at area code 518-884-4724. Tax receipts can be obtained by visiting www.egov.basny.com/Milton. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Respectfully, Lisa Lawrence.
Thank you, Lisa. Next, town court.
Monies collected for the month of March 2022. Total money collected and remitted to the state comptroller. Fines, $3,288. Surcharges, $2,201. Civil fees, $890 for a total of $6,379.
Thank you, Bart. Youth Bureau, we have no report on the Youth Bureau. Planning and zoning.
There was a zoning board meeting on March the 24th. There were 3 items of interest. An area variance request at 839 Murray Road, where the applicant is seeking a garage and in-law unit with setback relief. A public hearing has been set for April 28th at 7:15 p.m. 312 Rollins Street, public hearing has closed. The use variance was approved, and it now moves on to the planning board. And 209 Stone Church Road, solar area variance. The public hearing continued, and it remains open. The planning board meeting was on April the 13th. 312 Rollins Street, site plan review and special use permit. A public hearing has been set for May the 11th at 7:05 p.m., but is contingent upon stormwater review. 709 Route 29 Mobile Home Park expansion proposal. They're requesting up to a 10% expansion. A public hearing has been set for that for May the 11th at 7:10 p.m. 201 North Line Road, which is the old Stewart's on Route 50. There's a interested party considering putting in a cigar lounge at that location. A site plan review may take place at the May meeting. Several items have to be reviewed, including the Route 50 corridor easement, pedestrian movement, and more. And then lastly, there was the Cottage Hills Homes, which is on Greenfield Avenue. That pilot has passed. And then the bonus meeting took place on April the 19th with both the planning and zoning board meeting together, a working session to review the solar project at 209 Stone Church Road. At this time, the applicant has come up with some alternate plans to help alleviate some of the neighbors' concerns. And at this point, the planning board has passed a resolution to become the lead agency, but no further movement at this time.
Thank you, Ryan. There is no report from the county committees. Any old business? Anyone like to discuss on the board?
I just got a couple of things. The Facilities Committee met twice this month. Basically, we laid out some basic outlines of what we want to accomplish. We did a walkthrough of all our facilities, and we have come up with a list of things we think needs immediate attention, and things that can be planned out down the road. Part of what we approved tonight, the engineering proposal, was in fact to do an inventory and of all our buildings here at the town, so we understand where we're headed and we can plan for it in the future.
Anyone else? Any new business from the board?
Fishing contest is May 7th. I could use all the help I could get, some volunteers, and we're thrilled about being able to have this again. The kids enjoy it so much. So, like I said, anybody that can help us out, I'd appreciate it. We start at 7 in the morning, Saturday morning.
I know the board discussed the opening of the playgrounds. Burgess Kimball Park's been open for the past couple weeks. We were shooting for May 1st for the Suzanne Lyle, but due to May 1st being on a Sunday, I'd asked Buildings and Grounds to see if it would be possible that we could have the park open this Friday due to the nice weather coming up this weekend. So hopefully the Suzanne Lyle Park will be open for everyone on Friday. Anyone else?
Just one more thing, compost is available. I see the highway set up the piles, and come take it, get rid of it.
Anyone else? Okay, next segment is public comment. This public comment will be on any town business. Anyone for public comment? Frank Rossi.
Frank Rossi Jr., 63 Saratoga Avenue, Apartment B, Boston Spa. First time I get to address you as Mayor Rossi, which is still a little bit surreal to me, and I wanted to thank the board for all the support that you have provided to the Village of Boston Spa throughout the years. You don't realize just how supportive the town of Milton has been until you take the position yourself and see just day to day the interactions you have to have with the towns, both Boston and Milton for that matter. With respect to the future, I am very, very positive and hopeful that we're gonna have a great relationship, Mr. Supervisor and the entire board. I know that the Easter egg hunt was an example of the town and the village working together, a situation where the event kind of was falling off the chart, and we got to bring it back, and it was a great event, and hopefully we get to do more of that in the future. I know Family Fun Day is something that's being worked on right now. Hopefully we'll get proposals soon and see that return in the village, and as always, we invite all of the Milton residents to come join us when that happens. Also, we want to assure everybody that we are taking our water system very seriously. We have been working with Don Rhodes at LaBerge in our water feasibility study. Had a great meeting recently with him, and there are more meetings down the line. We'll probably sit down with you, Mr. Supervisor, to talk about the Milton and Ballston Spa relationship in water moving forward. Cleaning up some of the things that may not have been done exactly by the book along the way to make sure that in the future there's no confusion and that everything is in the right spots so that we can provide water service with no hiccups and with knowledge that there's going to be plenty of production, ability, and pressure to get to the town of Milton residents that need it. But enough about that. I need to take lessons from you on how to conduct meetings in less than 4 hours. So if you want to come see us and help me out with that, please feel free. Thanks again for everything, and as always, please feel free to reach out to us in the village.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
falling of the leaves still on the table?
We are working on all the past events. It may not, or not all of them may get back this year, but we're working to do what we can, and we'll keep you updated, obviously, on that.
Most definitely Saloon and the Stars is probably getting, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Final night.
Regarding the planning of obtaining the new audiovisual equipment, I might make a suggestion to include remote mics that clip on to the lapels, so we don't have to speak directly into individual mics, and no matter where you turn, the audience can hear. Those things are very effective and they work very well. The other thing, just an update on the EV chargers. I did talk to Brian from the energy company, and he said that his drawings have been completed and they sent them on to National Grid. So they're going to be doing their work on it, and we'll be hearing back from them shortly.
Thank you, John. Anyone else? Next executive session, we will be going into executive session to discuss the employment history of a particular individual and/or individuals within the town. So I need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Supervisor.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes.
I should be like this part, but this looks out the night.
That's okay. I'm still moving around, Jen.
Mr. Supervisor, I make a motion we come back out of the executive session.
Make a motion to come back from executive session.
Yes. Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Any other business come before the board? Anyone? Board? No? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Who was second?
Jumping into
Any discussion? Councilman Isaacson.
Yes.
Councilman Froelich.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Councilman Blaisdell.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.